everyone! Welcome to Miss Yard's, that's me, kindergarten class. I'm so excited to be with you today, even though this is just a video. Today we are going to be talking about the seasons and the weather in them. Yesterday we talked a little bit about the types of tools that scientists use to predict the weather. These include barometers, anemometers, rain gauges, and how they look at the patterns in the weather. So today we're going to be talking about the seasons and what they can tell us about predicting the weather. This all comes from our standards, and this one specifically talks about developing and using models to predict weather and identify patterns in spring, summer, fall, and winter. So what do we know? What do we already know? I'll give you a couple of minutes to pause this video and answer these questions on your own, but I'll read them first. So what are the 4 seasons? What do we know about the 4 seasons? What is the weather like in each? And can you tell me which season that we are in? So go ahead and pause this video and answer these questions. And we're back. So we know that there are 4 seasons and that their names are winter, spring, summer, and fall. And what the weather that we have in the winter is cold and it sometimes snows. And then in the summertime, it's hot. And in the spring, it's sometimes rainy. And then in the fall, it's chilly outside, and sometimes it's sunny and cloudy. So let's move on. Alright, so for these are our vocabulary words that we're going to be using for our spelling test. So I need you to pause this video again and write these all down so that you can study them for Friday. Go ahead and pause it. Alright, and we're back. So let's talk a little bit about winter first. What's the weather like in winter? It's cold, right? Earlier I talked about how it sometimes snows, but another thing that happens in the winter that tells us it's winter is that the leaves are all off the trees. There aren't any leaves on the trees anymore. Sometimes there's snow on the ground. It gets cold enough. The water freezes, and sometimes we see little icicles hanging from our porch, right? Okay. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about spring, and in the spring, the weather starts to get warmer. It starts to we start to have more sunny days, and sometimes it rains, and this is so that the plants can start to grow because they need water to grow. And speaking of the plants, one way we can tell that it's spring outside, just like today and the season that we're in right now, we can tell that it's spring because of the flowers that are blooming, the trees are starting to get their leaves back, the sun is shining longer, and we overall have brighter days. Next, we're going to be talking about the summer. In the summertime, is it hot? Is it cold? You guessed it, it's hot. And what makes it hot? You guessed it, the sun. So the sun heats up the earth during summer. So a lot of our days, most of the time in the summer, are sunny. And while it doesn't mean that it's always going to be sunny in the summertime, it usually, most of the time, is. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the fall. In the fall, we have some chilly days. And what does it mean by chilly? I mean that it's a little bit cold, like you have to wear long sleeves, or like a sweatshirt or something. And another thing that happens in the fall is that the leaves change color. They change color from green to red, orange, yellow, or brown, and they fall off the trees, right? So when we're in the fall, we get to play in the leaves and throw them everywhere because they're on the ground and easy to reach. All right, so here's a little song that'll help you remember the order of the seasons, and you can replay this as many times as you would like. I'm about to sing it for you, and so you can replay it once until you get the hang of it. Okay, ready? We have spring that follows winter, and winter after fall. The fall comes after summer, and now we've named them all. Now these are our 4 seasons, and if you sing along, you'll learn the order quickly and never get it wrong. Winter, spring, and summer, then the fall. Sing it with me and then you'll learn them all. Alright, so if you need to rewatch me singing that, go ahead and do so. But I'm going to keep going. Alright, so now we have our activity, and what I'm going to do is ask you to grab the bag from your box that I gave you at the beginning of the year that says seasons on it. It should have circles in 4 different colors and a glue stick and some crayons in it. Okay, so now that we have all of that, we're going to fold them in half like a taco. So what I'm going to do is fold this one in half and fold this one in half and fold this one. So go ahead and pause that video and I'll meet you there. Okay, now that you've folded all of those in half, we're going to draw our seasons on them. So the first one I want you to take is the blue one, and we're going to draw winter on that. So for this one, I'm going to draw a tree that doesn't have any leaves on it, and I'm going to draw some snowflakes around it so that you know it's cold, and I'm going to write winter on it. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. It doesn't have to be just like mine, but if you'd like it to be, then that's okay too. So you can go ahead and pause it if you'd like to make it just like mine. All right. The next one we're going to do is spring. So I want you to grab your yellow piece of paper, and we're going to, for mine, I'm going to draw a tree with some leaves and some flowers blooming on it, and then I'm going to draw some clouds with rain coming down because we said it rains in the spring, and then I'm going to draw a sun. So go ahead and pause this video and draw your springtime one. Alright, I've drawn mine and this is what it looks like. See, I have the sun on this side and then the rain on this side, and then I have my tree that has some leaves on it and I have some flowers blooming just like we see outside today. Alright, the next one I'd like you to grab is the green one. We're going to draw summer on this one because that's the one that's next in our song, right? So on this one, I'm going to draw a tree that has a bunch of leaves on it, and I'm going to draw the sunshine, and I think I might draw some heat waves to show that it's hot. Okay, so go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and draw your summertime one. Alright, and then this one is here's what mine looks like, and I have my sun in the corner over here, and I have a tree that has a lot, and if you look closely, I don't know if you can tell, there's some heat waves showing that it's hot and it's sunny. Alright, now last but not least, we're going to draw our fall. And in fall, we talked about how the leaves change colors, so I'm going to draw a tree that has leaves falling off of it, and they're going to be orange and red and brown and yellow. So go ahead and pause this video and draw your fall. Okay, this is what mine looks like if you want to see it. Now, after we're done with that, we're going to take our circles and we're going to glue them together. So what I need you to do is grab your blue and your yellow, the one that has winter and spring, and we're going to glue them together with our glue stick. So we're going to take our glue stick and put it on this side of the glue. The right side. We're going to use the right side. Remember, our right side is the one that doesn't look like an L. So I'm going to glue my yellow one, my springtime, like this. So it should open like a book. So the next one we're going to grab is our green. And so I'm going to glue it to my yellow one like that. And then our purple one that says fall on it, we're going to glue to our green like that. So go ahead and pause your video and do this. Alright, welcome back. So after we're done gluing everything together, it should open like a book. So there's my winter, it opens to spring, then it opens to summer, and then fall. And this order will never change. So what we should know by now is the order of the seasons, and we know that that's winter, spring, summer, and then fall. And we know that in the winter it's cold and it snows sometimes, and then in the spring we know that it starts to warm up and it rains and the flowers bloom, and then in the summertime we know that it's really sunny most of the time and it's hot, and then in the fall we know that it starts to get a little bit cooler and the leaves fall off the trees. Okay. Alright, so that is all I have for you guys today. So what I need you to do for the next time I see you, I need you to finish your foldable, and I need you to study those words that we went over today. So let me go back to those in case. I need you guys to study all of these so that we know them for our spelling test. And remember to study what we went over, and that is all I have. If you have any questions, don't feel shy to ask them below in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye!